The last stream you probably gonna see in a long time. Too, to be honest, last stream in a long time because I'm finna just I'm finna be deep in with these videos, man. Deep in with editing these videos. But hey, what you think about this techno mix though? Techno is a very interesting genre because it's like it's a genre that's completely dependent on like on like the producer, you know? Like ain't like rap, ain't like rock or other genres. It's like country. It's like it's completely dependent on the producer. That's how it is. That's how it is. But like, yeah, man. There's so much stuff coming out though. So much stuff like Phase 6. There's so much like news that comes out all the time. But they keep pushing back Spiderverse. I was gonna cover that, but I was gonna cover that in one of my new shorts coming out. But I was like, yeah, because it's like I covered that. It's just gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. But I don't know. Part of me does want to cover it, like the news on like I think like the article was explaining why I was taking so long, which I get why, because animation is a lot of work and people underestimate it, right? People often underestimate animation. Animation is a lot of work, bro. Animation is a lot of work. You don't realize that. That's why I get it. That's why I completely get why Spider-Verse taking forever to come out. I would love. Oh my god, I would love so much. I would love so much if it came out in a year or two after the last one. But what can you do, bro? What can you do when you underpay your animators, right? When you underpay your animators, when you have a movie as complex and huge as something like Spider Verse, right? What could you do? What can you do, right? You have to. It has to take time. It has to take all this time, but it just is what it is. What it is. What it is with that, right? Like at least it didn't fall to the deep end, you know. At least it didn't become like Hulk in the movies, where Hulk got glasses, bro, and just doesn't even smash things anymore. God, that was the worst thing ever. At least Spider is staying consistent. At least they come out with new stuff like Spider Noir. Spider Noir looks fire. Half of the trailers like in black and white. That shit was awesome to me. That shit was so awesome to me. Half the trailers was in black and white. I was like, oh shoot. Yo, this is crazy, dog. I was like, yo, this is crazy. They really keeping the aesthetic. I don't know why it became colored in. I don't know what that was about though. But yeah. And then they come out with a Spider Punk movie too. That right there, the Spider Punk movies in the works. I don't know how they're gonna get that out though. Because Spider Punk is a character that's made out of newspaper. Couldn't sleep, saw you live, so had to show some love. Thank you, Jasmine Jones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate it. But yeah, Spider Punk, bro. He's made out of newspaper and he's always moving. He's always moving. He's always colorful. Like, did you know, in fact, like with Hobie, Spider Punk from Spider-Verse movies, that his colors are correspond to his emotions? Like, share, and subscribe. Yo, W Jasmine, bro. W Jasmine. Yeah, did you know his emotions are corresponding to? Ugh, I'm tripping. The colors are correspond to his emotions. Like with pink, pink is like when he feels like Like Nose in the movie when he turns pink when he's around Miles or Gwen. He's a strong or Miles or Gwen or like Peter B's baby, right? He's a strong like he has a strong bond with them. When it's like a sense of danger, notice how he turns gray. When he's like alert, notice how he turns gray. Notice that. Pick up on that. Cyberpunk is a character who claims he's not consistent, right? But he's very, very consistent during his color scheme. And I thought that was a really interesting part of his character. Stuff like that, details like that, stuff that I don't see how they would make a Spider-Punk movie. It would be awesome. They're gonna try to. It'll be so freaking awesome. It'll be so freaking awesome when it comes out. But I feel like that movie's gonna take like 20 years. Like, oh my god, bro. He's been a newspaper and he's constantly moving. Is he gonna be the only one constantly moving because he has spy powers, or is everybody gonna be constantly moving in his movie? Because constantly moving, constantly changing colors. And you know how they love to put every single detail in human history possible. Like in Spiderverse, there's this one scene. It's like a millisecond. It's a millisecond, right? It's a millisecond. But there's this scene with Gwen and Miles, right? Where they fist pump. They fist pump. And it says DAP. It goes fast on the screen. There's a scene to where Miles' mom does something and it says something in Mexico. And that scene when they're doing the interview, check it out. And across the Spiderverse, there's a scene in that movie, right? Doing like Miles' interview where his mom is talking, right? And there's something that comes up in Mexican. And it comes in Latino. And it comes like in 1 second. In 1 second. They put like little minute details like that in that movie. Like you always will find something new in that movie. And that's why that movie is so freaking awesome. That's why that movie is so freaking awesome. You will always find something new in Spider-Verse. Always. If Spider-Punk's on that level, I don't know what to do. Tom Kenk, shh, hush. Tom Kenk, you hush up, buddy. Tom Kenk. You sound like an actor's name. 6'7". Tom Kenk, you sound like an actor's name, but I know you're not an actor. Yeah, I'm from Earth 67, bro. That's what Spider-Man I am. Earth 67. Earth 67, buddy. But yeah, bro. That movie right there, man. That movie's so fucking fire, man. Miles is such an amazing character. He's such an authentic character. I swear. He's such an authentic character. He feels like a genuine teenager, a genuine like black teen from New York. His dad's great. Oh man, Rhea and I think his name Jefferson. They're actually really great characters. Like in Across Spider-Verse, in that movie, to where it just felt like you really are taking in. You really are taking in to feel their struggles as parents. Like, there's some of the most sympathetic versions of Hi Jana, hi Jana, Bob Wahea. What's up, Jana? But yeah, you really are taking in to feel their emotions in Spider-Verse. Don't even get me started on Spider-Man India. His design is so freaking awesome. Spider-Man India's design is so freaking awesome. Everything design in that movie is so cool. Yeah. You really are taking in to sympathize with Jefferson and Rhea, bro. I swear you are, because from the very beginning, like obviously you get where Miles is coming from, you know, he's trying to save lives and things like that, right? But the parents love him. They really love him, and they want the best for him. They want to be safe. They want to know what he got going on. They want to know why. They want to know why he's out so much, right? They want to know why he's not around. And the dad's like thinking to himself, I don't know how to do this parent thing. I don't know what I'm doing. So it's like everything I do, I'm not doing right. So no matter what, I'm not doing anything right. That's how Jefferson truly feels deeply in his heart. He's like, damn, bro, I feel like I'm not doing anything right, no matter what, as a dad. And then Miles talks to him and talks to him straight up and like, bro, you gotta let him spread his wings, man. You may have good intentions. You may love your son, but you gotta let your son grow up. You gotta let your son be his own man. And they brought the thing back later on in the movie, and that hit deep. And Rhea, her speech, Rhea especially, her speech in that movie where she sends him off to go talk, um, sends him off to go with Gwen, and she's like, "This world doesn't accept those who are different, right?" You know, because Miles is. It could be a general talking point, but when I was watching the scene, I was relating to the fact that Miles Afro Latino and how the big places he would go to, they would look at him sideways, right? You know, so that's why his mom told him, "Don't let anybody at those big fancy places you go to tell you that you don't belong there. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't belong anywhere. If you're not doing anything wrong, if you're just existing as yourself, you're not hurting anybody and being mean to nobody. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't belong. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you that. Don't let anybody ever tell you that." That's basically what she was saying. And it's great how they incorporate the parents so much more because the parents were great in the first movie. I feel like they incorporated the parents so much more in the second Spiderverse movie of them being a deeper part of Miles' story. I mean, Miles' whole thing was spoilers that he was trying to save his dad, right? They're just raw human emotion that is so important. Just pure authenticity with those characters, like the pure authenticity that I feel like stories oftentimes don't try to do, because Spider-Verse does not have a problem with being a slow movie. It does not have a problem with building stuff up. It doesn't have a problem with that at all. No offense to about Damon Hunter, but that movie is a very fast-paced TikTok brain movie. That movie is kind of brain rottish. Not a bad movie, but it is kind of brain rottish in the sense that it's very much fast. It's a very much fast-paced film. It's very much like a Spider also can be fast-paced too, but it's very much like a film to where it's like it's in the mindset of people have low attention spans. People are going to mostly be on their phones while watching this movie, right? People don't give things chances to see how great it can be. So we're gonna have something popping out in your face every goddamn 2 seconds. It definitely falls into that. K-pop DN definitely falls in that. Cross kind of falls into that TikTok brain rot type of feel too, but not to the same level. I feel like it's K-pop Demon Hunter. There's no offense to K-pop Demon Hunter. It's a good movie. It's fun and stuff. I'm just saying. Um, that Spider knows how to it loves to build up his characters a lot more. Like with Peter B. Peter B. Man, Peter B. is he was a good character in the first one. Second one, no. But Peter B. is a good character in the first movie because Peter B. in the first movie, you really just are hit with a surprise with him. I feel like you thinking he's gonna just be, you know, how the blonde Spider-Man was like, but he ended up being this jaded mentor, right? And he was just so real. You see his whole life and his backstory. Uh, him and his wife divorced because his wife didn't want to have kids. I mean, because he didn't want to have kids. You know, people that love went around. You know, he struggled paying bills. Like Peter B was such a real character. It really showed like Peter like later in his life, after life hitting him hard, right? That's what Peter B really showed. That's what Peter B really showed. And the Optimus, the youngster, Miles Morales, coming in and basically showing him, give me 1 second, the optimism that he once lost. Optimism that he once lost. Even early on, though, you see that Peter B is someone who isn't a bad guy, but he's able to be convinced to help Miles just from guilt, just from Miles getting puppy dog eyes. He's able to be convinced that easily, man. Love that movie. Gwen, introduction to that movie, a little wonky. I'm gonna be honest, a little wonky because to me, I found a little bit unbelievable that Gwen didn't that Gwen got sent back into last week. That was kind of weird. That was pretty weird to me because nobody else got sent back in the past. So I didn't really get why Gwen and Spiderverse got sent back in the last week. I I don't I don't know what that was about. That was really weird. That's a really weird. That was a really weird part of the movie. She came in like a badass though, but yeah, her story was a little bit. I don't know. She was great in it. She was great in the second one though. A lot of people don't like her no more, but I think she was a great character in the second one. First one, I don't know what they had going on with her. Then you had the other Spider people. The other Spider people were great too. They were great too. They were all great characters too. Freaking Spider Noir, so cool. Like I talked about earlier, so cool. Spider Pig, he was funny. I appreciate him for what he is. Because Spider Pig is definitely a situation where he exists to be one of the shown variants of the characters, right? Because you got Spider Pig, you got Spider Noir, you got the anime Spider Man. Penny's great. They did amazing with the art style. They did amazing with the special effects, like when they was glitching and all the Spider Man. Like you see Spider Pig, he has like stuff around his head, right? Penny, she's got the little anime circles. And Noir, I don't remember what Noir had. He just was just hurting and pain and suffering. I think that's what he had going on. But yeah, all that stuff was great. The animation was unstoppable. Miles being turned upside down. Miles being turned upside down, bro. My goat, bro. W scene. 10,000 out of 10 scene. Out of 10 scene right here, baby. 10,000 out of 10 scene, baby. 10,000 out of 10 scene. 10 out of 10 movie. 10 out of 10 franchise. Not even getting to get into the villains, bro. Not getting to the villains. Hold on. Get my phone out. Oh yeah, I'm tripping. It's right here. I'll be right back. Miles Morales. Did I respond to Gracie? Yeah, I said 6'7". That's what I said. But hey, Gracie. Miguel O'Hara, man. First off, let me go back. I'm gonna talk about all three. I'll do the bad boys. So first off, starring with the Prowler. I forgot his name for a second. The Prowler, right? Prowler was great. Prowler was great. Miles' uncle was a G. Truly feel like a truly general black cool uncle who trying to be a Prowler. That was a good reveal. It was obvious that was gonna be the case. That closest to him. He disappeared in the middle of the movie. In the beginning, he had parkour skills like the Prowler, so that was pretty obvious. But still was a good reveal, and still had a good emotional moment of impacting Miles' character to where he had this freaking scene right here, dude. Right. I was checking on something. Yeah, that stuff was great. Spot. Kingpin. I don't get Kingpin. I don't know why he was a square. And he's not supposed to be a mutant. I didn't get that at all. What was going on with Kingpin, but Kingpin was fine, I guess. Tombstone was whatever. I think that was his name, the Blockhead. Oh, who I did love though, I did love me some Olivia Octavius. She was great. She was cool. I liked her design. She was a great twist. Probably the best twist in the movie, for sure. She was great. Spot, I think is a great too. I love how he went from this comedic guy to like this extremely evil guy. Like his whole motivation was like, I don't want to be the villain of the week. I want to be the best of the best villains. He goes from this goofy character to like an interdimensional threat that you take completely 1000% seriously, bro. Spot was crazy, man. His theme, his animation, Spot's animation, bro. Spot's animation, I loved it. I loved it. I love Spot's animation, dude. You love Spot's animation? Miguel. The finale. Miguel was really dope, especially the introduction. Miguel first popped in there. Miguel was great. Miguel ties to a bigger problem I had with the movie though. Okay. While I think it makes a great story, I do not know how I feel about the Spider-Man all so easily giving up on their codes that easily. Spider-Man is not an end justify the means character, okay? Spider-Man is not an anti-hero. Spider-Man is a strip good guy. Miguel being anti-hero is completely fine. But every single Spider-Man just like being on board with this extremist, the ends just for the means type thing, I don't feel like that was Spider-Man. I don't feel like that's something Spider-Man would do. Like under almost no circumstances. Right? I know in the universe ain't just a random mishap, but in the universe circumstance, but I feel like there would have been more Spider-Man who would have been against what Miguel is doing. That's how I feel. I feel like it would have been such a large group against Miles than four because of who Spider-Man represents in general as a character. Miguel O'Hara. He is a very complicated character. I don't know how to pin him down. He's he's I do think he still ultimately wants to be a hero, but I also feel like he's very much an asshole. Like cause he's really just strongly like against Miles early on. Like, and I get why. I get why. Because Miles and the whole can event thing, but he's really on Miles' nuts. Like he's really hard on Miles. Like Miles trying is like having food, he throws it away and shit, and he's just rude toward Miles and getting an explanation. Like I feel like I would like him more if he didn't was so rude towards Miles for no reason. I feel like he was just rude for no reason towards Miles. I get his trauma and stuff, but I get his trauma and stuff, but he was just really rude. I feel for no reason in certain parts. Just starting off, like he didn't even know if Miles was even gonna like join at first, right? Because Miles doesn't know that he's responsible for what he's responsible for, right? You know, all Miles knows is that he's helping Miguel. So Miguel could have given him some slack, I feel. Miguel could have definitely given him some slack. Miguel could definitely give him some slack. But Miguel makes a lot of sense as a character because what he went through, it makes a lot of sense why he's afraid of having that appear again. Like I totally get Miguel on that. I totally get Miguel where he coming from that. I totally get Miguel on that completely. You know, he doesn't want the can events to happen like that again. I totally get where he's coming from. I totally get where he's coming from. I totally get where he's coming from. Miguel makes a lot of sense where he's coming from. He doesn't want the same tragedy to happen all over again. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Because why would he? Why would he want to take a chance if it can destroy our universe? He made a mistake before because he was in a place where he shouldn't have been, and now he's just dramatized by that event. He's ruling the Spiderverse society with Iron Fist, and he's dedicated to such a strong degree of not letting that happen again, to a point of obsession and taking smiley face, sunglasses, 6'7", wave, mouthful. But yeah, Miguel, yeah, I see where he's coming from completely. I just feel like if he was less of an a-hole towards Miles early on, I would sympathize with his character a lot more than end up doing. That one I end up doing. because he really was a charismatic character and a cool character. But yeah, he just was an unnecessary bully in parts where it made him less sympathetic than he could have been, in my personal opinion. Yeah, Miguel is great. Miguel is a great character. All of them are great characters. The music, man, the score is really, really good. I think the score is underrated for sure. The score is underrated for sure. Spider Verse. Like more people need to check it out. Check out the score. Even in your genre of music, check out the score of Spider Verse. There's a good vibe to it. What's Up Danger? You don't like rap. At the very least, What's Up Danger? It's just well established the scenes in. It does amazing with the scene. It does amazing with the themes and stuff like that. That's how I truly feel. That's how I truly feel about that, man. That's how I truly feel. The music is really great. Miles, I'm gonna do my own thing, and the music just goes higher when he jumps off. That shit is awesome. In fact, they have even an orchestra version of What's Up Danger. That's just awesome. Hey Chris. Hey Chris Click. Hey Chris Click. Chris Click. How you doing, my friend? But yeah. Music is amazing. Character designs are a billion out of 10. Like, the fact that so many character designs are in black and white, but the author just comes up with amazing. I mean, they just know how to draw it so incredibly well. That right there is admirable. Like they need a gold star. I don't know what's the Oscar version of artists, but they need that. They need that right there. They need that right there for drawing Spider-Man India. They need that right there for drawing Spider-Man India. But his design is incredible. Absolutely incredible. The colors, perfect. Really dope character. Actually, keep kicking my freaking cellular device. We're gonna go for about 10 more minutes. Now I gotta get some sleep, guys. But yeah. Music is amazing. Character design is amazing. Writing's amazing. What else is amazing? Animation. The animation is amazing. The animation is absolutely amazing. No cap line. Let's talk about Spider-Verse. The animation is absolutely amazing, bro. We already know it revolutionized. We already know it revolutionized a whole new era of animation where a lot of stuff tried to emulate it. A lot of stuff trying to emulate it. From Puss in Boots to like Arcane to Goat, new movie Goat, try to emulate Spider-Verse. And I'm surprised we're not getting a Spider-Man India spinoff because Spider-Man India is such a dope character. I don't give up we're not getting a spinoff with him. Such a dope character. And such an interesting design, man. Just such an interesting design. I think that one criticism of the movie though is that the movie sometimes is a bit nauseating because it's so fast and so colorful to the point where it is a little bit like it's a little nauseating. I will say that it's a little bit nauseating, just a teensy bit. And I think the cliffhanger was really bad. In the second movie, I think it's really bad. Like, I feel like obviously people don't like cliffhangers in general, right? But I feel like the cliffhanger they left with was like the best way to put it is that the cliffhanger they left with across Spider-Verse, it felt more of a cliffhanger for a television show episode, not even a finale. The television show episode more than a cliffhanger for a movie. And that's the biggest problem with that right there. Miles being tied to a bag, a boxing bag, like the rest of the movie is so great, including most of the ending. But that right there is so lazy. Like there's like of all the things Miles has done, there's no way we would think he'd be stuck in that situation. There's like no way. No way we would think he'd be stuck in that situation. No way, Jose. No way will we believe that. Yeah, we need a Peter who was more on Team Miles for sure. I get that they're trying to have Miles do his own thing, and I very much appreciate that. But we should have like at least one Spidey man trying to be Team Miles for sure. One Spidey man should have been trying to be Team Miles for sure. Because all the Spider Man, he's freaking Spider Man, man. He's freaking Spider Man. Why is he such a morally gray character? He is Spider Man. There ain't no Batman. There ain't no Punisher. There ain't no whatever you can pull out. This is not none of that. This is Spider Man. What are we doing here? Animation's so incredible. It sucks that the animators got done in Spiderverse. Really does suck. The animation really is actually incredible. Absolutely incredible. I can't wait till it comes out, man. I need that movie to come out, bro. I need it. They had live action people in it. They had that movie is the ultimate Spider-Man movie. They had all types of Spider-Man from Dick and Walker's life. They had the original in the movie. They had Toby. They had Andrew. They was like as like little videotapes, if you will, hologram videotapes. They had Spectacular Spider. They had the whole catalog. Everybody wears their shirts. DHR UV. Hey man, I'm trying to build my aura, bro. I'm glad you think I got aura now, but I'm trying to build it up. I got aura in the sense like, okay, everybody has aura though. Okay, everybody has aura. I have aura in the sense I'm not stopping. I'm sleepy. You know, I'm sleeping. I'm still just streaming. Still just grinding regardless. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up trying to grow and become bigger. So I can gain more, if you will. Is that how you want to say it? I'm gonna give a kind of grind from bigger so I can build my aura up. I can build my aura up. Yo, hey Gracie, welcome back. Welcome back. But yeah. Because Miles Morales got a lot of aura. When he said, "Nah, I'm doing my own thing," that right there is a quote for the century. Yep, Gracie, that's how I feel, bro. That's how my eyes feel. Now I'm gonna do my own thing, bro. That's what you gotta do. Whoever tries to keep you down, whoever tries to tell you to follow their lead, right? You're trying to live your life, trying to do you, trying to protect your people. Don't let them put you in a bubble. Don't let them try to make you conform to anything. Branch out, be your own man, be your own person. Do your own thing in life. Don't just follow the herd. Don't just be a sheep. Don't just follow the herd. Be your own being. Don't just be a number one meme. Don't just be a memer. Be a creator. Create memes. Do you want to be a memer? Create memes. Don't only be a troll in chat. Be a creator. Be someone who aspires. Be someone who helps your community. Be someone who helps your family. You don't care about your community? Help your family. Help your friends. Help yourself. Help those around you. Inspire those around you. Do your own thing. Grow, create, imagine, aspire. Do all that. I see you, Gracie. What's up? What's up? Glad to have you back, Gracie. Wait. Sleepy. 6'7". Sometimes when y'all be putting emojis, I'll be like to act them out. You stoned as hell? Nah, bro. I'm sleepy as hell, though. I'm sleepy as hell. That's my eyes like that. Sleepy. But I'm streaming, bro. Because I'm on my grind. I'm going to sleep, though, soon. We are live. Yes, we are live right now. We are live 503. We're live 503. Bro, hi. Ezekiel. Yo, do you have a combo character in your profile pic? I can't really tell from here, man. Hold on, I'm gonna go on the computer and see. It looks like a combo character. Looks like a combo character. Gracie waving to people in the chat. Shout out to Gracie, being all friendly and stuff. Shades. Ice cream so good. Let me see. Is that go to channel? Let me see. Oh no, Ezekiel has freaking Satanio. Quick say Satanio. As a Demon Slayer. Yeah, Demon Slayer. What do you think of TFT? I love the memes. Like when they sipping, they said women. I like the memes. For sure. I like TFT memes. I never really played the game though, to be honest. Let me know something about the game though. I'll let you know what I think of what you told me about the game I didn't know. Something wake up. Red. Hard eyes. Oh no, stars. Red. Stars. I'll put some music on for y'all, man. Put a little bit of music. It's gonna be kind of low though. Yeah, man. For people watching, stay tuned for the videos dealing with this green screen. It's gonna be I keep saying it, but some videos coming out. I keep saying it because it's actually happening right now. Like this stream right here, this stream I'm doing. Uh, next time you see me, it's gonna be in a YouTube short. It's gonna be in a bunch of them too. Have a good day. Appreciate you, Gracie. Have a good day, bro. Peace out. GTA 5 is the key. GTA 6 ain't never coming out, bro. It's not the key. It's nothing. It's never coming out. It's not anything. It's nothing. They're trying to develop the hair on the strippers' butt cheeks, man. I swear. For how much the game is not coming out, they're trying to develop like the exact wingspan that a fly flaps his wings. They're trying to develop. They're trying to develop like the strains of hair on each individual arm of each individual person and millions of people in the goddamn city. Because there's no way this game should be getting delayed so long. There's no way this game should just be can't get pushed back in development for so long. I feel like they're trying to put every single minute detail in this game possible that nobody's going to even pick up on. I love playing games, playing detail, but they have to be because there's no way this game, like it's supposed to come out this year, and we haven't had a single trailer in 10 months. This game is not coming out. GTA 6 is not coming out. It's never coming out. I'm sorry to tell you, it's not the key to anything. It will for Rockstar. Rockstar doesn't care. Rockstar doesn't care. They're gonna keep pushing this back. It's not coming out. They're trying so hard to one up GTA 5 that I feel like they're gonna do so much of the game. They're trying to make it as realistic as possible, which is cool, whatever. But it's like it's also a game, right? It's not just a visual novel. Visual novels can be games, but it's also is a game, right? It's a game you play. You know, I hope they put in just as much work into the details of the gameplay as they are putting into the design. That's all I will say about that. Hopefully this time, like I was back in GTA 4 and stuff, and other games like that, other GTA games, we can actually go into more stores. You know, it's not so many stores that's closed off because I feel like I want to put every single detail into the streets, which is cool. You know, it looks cool, but you put so much detail that there isn't any like, there isn't any, um, there isn't any like, there isn't enough stuff. So that's how I feel about that. I'm gonna go, guys. Peace, like, subscribe. All off. Stay tuned for next one. Spiderverse. Spiderverse is coming out. Spiderverse is more likely. This is what I say. Spiderverse is about 100 times more likely to come out before GTA 6. Both of those things, the things put in the back burner. But I have a lot more hope for Spiderverse coming out in GTA 6. That's all I'll say about that. That's what I'll say about that. GTA 6 is I feel like you're gonna be able to do everything though. You probably gonna be able to scuba dive. Probably gonna be able to become a banker, become a golfer, become a baseball player, basketball player. You probably gonna do everything that people don't do in the game because it has to be. They're like every time they see something new in the world, they're like, okay, add that to GTA 6. Every time they see a new person, they're gonna be they're like in the mall, they're like in a crowd, they're like, okay, okay, yeah, put that person right there in GTA 6. Because why is this game taking so long? Every single detail, bro. Every single detail. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, peace out, Stride. I'll stay tuned for this one. Appreciate y'all coming through, yo.